Hello everyone, my name is Max. I'm a new grad software engineer at Amazon. I've been at Amazon for a little bit over 2 months now. And I just thought that I would make this video for anyone who's looking to get into software engineering, especially for college students who are trying to get jobs right now. It's very hard for new grads to get jobs. So I'm making this video hoping that by you watching me, you'll be able to get some insights here and there, some tips here and there that will probably help you to accelerate your process of trying to get a software engineering job. So if you're new to this channel, I have been documenting my journey of trying to get a software engineering job for like the past, I want to say like 2 months. To give you a little bit of a background, I graduated college in December 2023. And while I was in college, I did one internship. So internships is something that's very important. But for me, I was never focused on trying to get internships. I'm one of those anomalies that graduated with only one internship, which kind of does hold you back. And the reason why I graduated college with one internship, when I was in college, I wasn't really focusing on trying to get a job or necessarily a software engineering job. I was very good at coding. I started learning to code when I was in high school, but I never really focused on getting a job. My sole purpose of me learning how to code was really to start a SaaS company, or later on it became to start a agency. So when I graduated in 2023, my sole focus was just to start an agency, as my thought process was, by the time my graduating class is graduating in 2024, I'll probably have a foundation in terms of like starting an agency. So the problem that I faced was that I was building my agency. I had an Instagram account that was growing, but I wasn't necessarily getting clients. The income was not sustainable. I believe I only made about $1,000 within that 6-month frame. So if you're only making $1,000 in the span of 6 months, that's really not gonna do anything. So I just decided, okay, I might as well just go and try to get a job. So I started seriously applying for software engineering roles. Around May, June is when I started applying, like seriously applying. And that's when I realized how cooked the job market was. I wasn't getting any replies. Most of my replies were those generic rejection emails that they sent. Thank you for applying. Unfortunately, we went with other candidates. So those are the type of emails that I was receiving. At the time, I was also on LinkedIn, just applying for jobs on LinkedIn, trying to follow people on LinkedIn. And there was this one influencer. Her name is Ciara Cade. She posted something on her page, and it was about a program called Head Starter. And this program, ideally what they were doing is, it was a 1-month program, and basically what they did was they will give you projects to complete every single week. They will give you an AI project, and they will give you a span of 1 week to complete that project. And you will have teammates that will help you complete that project. And what I was doing while I was in this program was I was posting my projects on LinkedIn. And what I started noticing was my LinkedIn impressions started going up. And for those of you that don't know, LinkedIn doesn't have views. It has something called impressions. So I noticed my impressions were going up. I noticed my following count was going up. At the time when I started posting, I only had like about 100 connections. Now I have over 500 plus connections on LinkedIn. Last year, 2024, around November, December, I started noticing like recruiters reaching out to me. Mind you, I've been applying for jobs for this whole time. I'm still applying, but I'm not really getting any interviews. But all my interviews came from LinkedIn. All my interviews came from recruiters reaching out to me. So maybe if it's a recruiter that's recruiting for a startup, they reached out to me. If it's a recruiter recruiting for any company, they will reach out to me. Most of my interviews came from LinkedIn, just recruiters DMing me and saying, hey, would you like to interview for this company? Would you like to at least check them out or something? And they will send me the job description. I got interviews for senior developer roles. I got interviews for junior developer roles. I got interviews for founder roles. Startups reaching out to me saying, hey, would you like to be a founder in this company? I did all those interviews, but I wasn't really passing the interviews. These behavioral round interviews is where I was failing because I wasn't really good at communicating my ideas. And so that's also one of the reasons why I'm starting this YouTube channel, is just to like keep talking and help build up my communication skills. I think that's something that's very important that everyone needs to have. You can be the best developer out there, but if you don't have good communication skills, bro, you're cooked. A lot of us developers, we tend to be locked in on our desktop and just code all day. But then when somebody asks you, hey, what are you working on? You can't even explain what you're working on. When you get interviewed by these interviewers, a lot of them are not software engineers, so they don't even know what you're talking about. So you need to be able to explain things in a way where they understand. Because remember, they're not software engineers. They're just recruiting for companies. So they don't really understand some of the technical concepts that you're saying. So whenever a recruiter reaches out to you, you try to explain things in a way that they understand it. Just assume that they don't really know much about coding. So you try to explain things to them in a way that anyone can understand. That's the whole idea of having good communication skills. Practice. Those were just practice rounds. All these interviews that I was getting and I was failing this interview Those are just practice rounds, right? Practice rounds preparing me for the big roles that are coming. So around January 2025 this year, I got a LinkedIn DM from a Amazon recruiter. You know, the good thing about when a recruiter reaches out to you personally on your LinkedIn DM is that they've already seen your page and they already know what you're about. I look at LinkedIn like a cheat code. That's how I look at it. Because like when someone reaches out to you, or even on social media in general, if someone reaches out to you on social media, you've already built your rapport and they already know who you are, they already know what you're about. So it's easy for them to reach out to you. But if you're just reaching out to someone randomly who has never seen you, it's a little bit harder. That's how it is when a lot of us are applying on these cold applications that we're just applying randomly everywhere. So that's kind of how it is. But I feel like if you're on social media, especially LinkedIn or Twitter, bro, it's so much easier. Like recruiters will start reaching out to you, people will start DMing you. Like it's so much easier to get a job when you're on social media or when you're on LinkedIn, just showing your work, posting the projects that you're doing, talking about something that you read today or something that you've learned today. Like, you know, it's a lot easier for people to like start reaching out to you. And I would suggest mostly when you post, try to post like pictures as well. Like you have like a description of what you did, and then you post like pictures of showing proof of what you've done. So once that happened, I received an online assessment. So my interview process went for it started in January, and I received my offer in March. I was just grinding for the past like 6 months straight, just trying to get a job. And once I got that offer, it was just pure relief. The only advice that I have for software engineers that are trying, or computer science students that are graduated, those that are still in school looking for internships, I will tell you this. What you need to do is you need to build projects, okay? Build projects and post them on LinkedIn. This is actually perfect for beginners. If you're a beginner and you're just trying to learn how to code, it's actually perfect for you if you just document your process for like a year or two. Just keep grinding and documenting your process. If it's someone that's experienced, I would say to join a program that I joined at the time, which was it's called Head Starter. When I joined, it was a free program because at the time no one knew about it. So it was free when I joined, but now everyone knows about it now. So you will have to pay a subscription for it. This is what you do if you happen to join this program. You don't have to join this program. There's other programs like that. I'm sure there's other programs that you can join that are way cheaper and are probably free, and they will probably do the exact same thing. So the one thing that I will say about this program is that they focus mostly on AI projects. AI projects, especially right now in the world of AI and where it's very hard to get jobs. I believe that if you join this program and start doing these AI projects or these projects, try to post them on LinkedIn. Okay, so you do a project for a month, for 1 week or 2 weeks, post that project on LinkedIn, talk about it. So if you keep doing this for consistently for about 3 months, you will start noticing people reaching out to you on LinkedIn, or DMing you, or recruiters just reaching out to you. Try to post at least twice a week for 3 months, straight. Trust me, you will notice people reaching out to you on LinkedIn. That's what I did that allowed me to be in the position that I am today. And yeah, so I just made this video hoping that it will help you out. If you're someone that's like struggling right now to get a job, I hope what I did will also be able to help you out. So I'm just making this video hoping that it will be able to help you out as well. Yeah, and so if you still have questions or you have doubts or you just want to talk, just feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'll have a link to my Instagram down below in the description. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.